Hello! I hope everybody has had a wonderful holiday season and their new year has started fantastically. My new year has been a lot better than the last couple of weeks of December, but we'll get to that later. Today we got some doodles I did after I finished Marcy's journal, so let's start while I continue to talk. So this is going to be a bit of a different format than my usual speed paints. Here I'm just going to talk about what's been going on lately and have some doodles of something that I like, to various degrees of completion. I didn't color anything this time, but maybe in a future video. Like, if people happen to like this format, then I'll probably do it more. Let me know if you do down in the comments below. Back to business. And by that I don't really mean anything. The last couple of weeks of December were not very fun for me, mainly because I caught COVID from somewhere. I couldn't tell you where I might have got it from. All I can say is that my roommates went to a concert where they both wound up getting sick. One caught a cold and the other one got strep throat. Yes, they both did test negative on a COVID test, so unless if one of them had a false negative, I don't think it was from one of them. I had a fever for a few days, and unfortunately I had to skip spending Christmas Day with my family. Thankfully, my mom dropped me off some soup and Christmas gifts. I was able to join them virtually for FaceTime. So Christmas was saved. Kind of. At least I didn't have to spend it completely alone in bed. While I felt horrible, being sick did give me the opportunity to read Marcy's journal, and it managed to bring back all the feelings at the end of Season 2 and 3 of Amphibia, and I had to do these doodles. I don't want to spoil anything for those who haven't read it and want to, but 3 of the characters I draw are from the time Marcy spent alone before meeting up with Anne. Marcy does make them play creatures in caverns, though. I will say that because it's hilarious. I also read this book I got a while back called Legends and Lattes. It's about an orc adventurer who decides she's too old for this shit and opens a cafe. It's a very wholesome story that's pretty low stakes, but is just fun. I probably should have added some doodles of her, but I didn't think about it at the time. Perhaps I'll do a speed paint where I draw characters based on their descriptions, and I will include some of the characters from there. That's actually a good idea. Thanks, me. After that, I started The Nine Eyes Evolution. It's a book about a character from Critical Role Campaign 2 and talks about Lucian's backstory. You are introduced to him in the campaign as Mollymock, for those of you who don't know who Lucian is, and it's a minor spoiler for Campaign 2, but it's fine, I'm not giving any context. Unfortunately, COVID wasn't the end of my December disaster. I was heading home from work. For some context, I live about an hour away from where I work, so it's quite the commute. So I was about 40 minutes-ish from home when my 2002 Suzuki Ariel decided it was no longer wanting to accelerate while I was in the middle of the freeway. Thankfully, I was able to limp it to the nearby mall and didn't get in a car wreck, so that's a minor bright side. Unfortunately, it meant that I had to get a new car, and that gets expensive fast. I called my roommate and had them pick me up. And while we were waiting for a tow truck, we went out to the nearby Buffalo Wild Wings, and all the towing companies declined the job because of how far they would have to go, and it was like 11 p.m. So we talked to the security guy at the mall and left the car there for the night. The next day, one of my roommates drove me to a car dealership so I could buy a used car, while another went up to the mall where we left it and got it towed for me. I greatly appreciated their help, so I decided to make them dinner as thanks for the help in my hour of need. The car I got was a 2018 Jetta, so hopefully it'll last me quite a while and will be able to handle the commute a lot better than my last car. After that, the new year arrived, and so far things have been going smoothly, much to my relief. I guess the moral of this story is be grateful for your friends, especially when they'll be willing to be there for you when you need them, and be sure you're the kind of friend that would do the same. That's it for this video, and like I said before, if you like this format, let me know in the comments below, or leave a like. You could also subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. See you in the next video. Bye!